Hi everyone, it's Tanya with Riley & Company here to give you a little video short of our newest release for the cut-up dies. We have 11 brand new cut-up dies in the Riley & Company line, and the first is our Village Silhouettes, and it is a single die like that, and you can do so much with this. This was what I used to create a little village, and it's great. They're fabulous to use as easel cards. Now everybody screams about this. This will be available in our next Funny Bones release. It will be there, I promise. You can also use it as a single, and look at all the little baby rhinestones. I had all these little rhinestones, so I just put them on there. It's really not as tedious as you'd think. Or you can use it traditionally, cut it out of brick paper. That, right? So that is our Village Silhouette die. We also have our lights and frames die. You have Polaroids and the old-fashioned lights. Now you can use it just like it sits and put little pictures of Santa or your family or whatever you want in there. Or you can cut off the Polaroids and add more lights where the Polaroids went and use it like old-fashioned Christmas lights across a slim line. I love glitter paper. Look at that, it works so well. All right, next up, we have one of my favorite dies for this release. It's simply called Mary. Okay, it's single die and it's got an embossing little points in it. So you can make gorgeous cards. Here it is popped up with white behind it several times. It's got a little hanging ornament on it and a little snowflake border that you'll see later. You could also use it as backgrounds. I just made the whole background out of, I think I cut it 5 times and then used some foil paper and stuck little Tucker in there. And you can also just do a traditional card with it, right? These lights are from the Dress Up Christmas set. And the Christmas is from our brand new Holly Jolly Dress Up set. So that's coming soon too. Next up, we have Snowflakes and Polaroids. I love this. This die is big enough to put actual photos in, and it even has a little nameplate for the slides, okay? And it also has the words, "Let It Snow." So first up, I'm going to show you. These are our pups, right? Perfect Funny Bones sentiment. Dear Santa, I was framed. And I just typed these out and cut them out with a little frame. Or you can use it as a background. You can make it out of several different colors and just put matching paper. This is a fun die. We have Deer Family. And these are just some samples that you can do with the little Deer Family. This is an actual piece of trim that you can put on there. I believe that was Tim Holtz trim. Little masculine cards. Gorgeous Christmas cards. And this is even a, I can't think of the name real quick, but it's got trees from one of our dies. Here's the Snowflake Corner from one of our dies. This is from the Dress Up sets, and there are the Deer Family. All right. Next, we have the very, 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 very popular Evergreen Background. This is just like our cloud background, star background, the circle background, as to where it has an outline and you can fill it in. So when you cut it, say out of this polka dot paper, you're going to get a polka dot background and all these little polka dot trees. The great thing about that is you just start mixing and matching them on cards. And depending on how many pieces you make, you can get, if you use 4 pieces of paper, you'll have 4 different cards. Isn't that fun? Show you a little example of that. So on these, I used this glitter paper, that solid paper, this paper, and some silver. And I just changed my backgrounds out. And I made 4 completely different cards just by using 4 cuts. All right. This one we did just all foil. That is absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? It reminds me of the 60s or something, but it's fabulous. Love it. And these are great cards to put, whoops, not that one, sentiments in, if I can find it. There you go. See, just a solid front sentiment, because no one displays an email on the mantle. You can also use some of the leftovers to decorate your envelopes. Okay, that is the Evergreen Backgrounds. Next up, we have Hanging Ornaments. This is also an extremely versatile die set. or die. It is a single die. It creates the outline again, but it also creates the inserts as well. So you can use them on any card. You can cut it off and hang these from anything, or you can use it as just the single die on the front of your card and change out the ornament colors. Okay, it makes a great front to a card if you like simple and just put a sentiment of funny bones on the inside, or you can cut them off and use them pieces. There's a little tucker in his hat. And we have the Snowflake Corner. This is crazy. You can use this. This was one of them that I kept on my station when I was creating cards all the time because I kept cutting pieces off and using these little dies. It has a corner and it has these three. You can use them in any corner. And see, I just cut them off and just adorn them. You can cut them out of different colors and add them. It goes in any corner. It'll work in any corner. It's like that. Lots and lots of possibilities with the Snowflake Corner. And finally, I'm going to show you our tags, our snowflake tags. Now it looks like it has the same dies, right? We have a bow tag, we have a snowflake tag, and a holly tag. These look like the same dies, but they're not. One is an embossing insert, the other is a cutting insert. And you use them on, so this is what you get in each set. Okay, you get the base die, you get a cutting insert and an embossing insert. So depending on how you want to use it, and we have these little boards on each one of them so you can see the difference in using one versus the other. Okay, we have them for all of them. So on our holly, okay, this is what happens if you use just the base only. And it's got little stitched edges on it. It's really cute. If you use the embossing die inserts and the base only, you get something that looks like that. I hope it picks it up in the video. This is what it looks like if you use the base die and the cutting inserts. And so if you use the cutting inserts and the tag base die, you layer them, and they make really pretty tags. Same with this. Base only, embossed, cut, and base with a cut. Okay, same with the bow. We have these out there. If you just go to the actual products, you will see these. Super simple. Let me show you how it works. So I'm going to pretend that I'm going to cut this. Here's my base. I'm going to lay it down. And I'm going to pick a cutting die or an embossing die. They have little nibs on here that fit in there to show you where to align them at. Get them nice and centered. Okay, just like, we get the gist because now it's not going to do it for me. Get them centered in there. I use a piece of tape to hold it and then just run it through. Now you don't have to use the cutting and embossing inserts with the tag only. You can actually make backgrounds as well. So the top paper is red. I just use the cutouts, just the single cutout die, and I laid it around. Whoops, I got the bow, but you get the gist, right? Lay it around. And there's a background that you can do. You can pop them up with foam tape. You can make adorable little dies. You can even cut Riley with the cutting die, and then it'll sit right on top like he's popping out of the bow. And here's just a few more samples. There's with a tag, some different tags that we made. Okay, I adorn them with pearls and stuff. Here she used the bow tag. Sounds weird, doesn't it? The bow tag, and then also embossed it, cut it out, and popped it up as well. And finally, here's a gorgeous one that I made with the bow cut out of the fronts and glitter in the back. So I hope you enjoy this release. You can find it at www.rileyandcompanyonline.com. Thanks. Have a great day, everyone.